Welcome to the Isle of Misfit Rolls, a 5e D&D actual play podcast slash stream, where the only difference between heroes and villains is perspective. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and don't forget you can catch this episode on YouTube later this week and on Sunday on podcast networks. Bang bang around the globe. Today I don't know where anybody's joined because I don't have Twitch stream open, but we're gonna go on memory. In the top left square, we have the Divine One. We have Ellen. Am I right?
I don't know. I don't have the Twitch stream up either.
It's the same.
There we
It's the
go.
same setup we've had for 7 months.
Yeah, but I still have yet to actually fix it. I'm going to say middle left. We got the Queen of Slice and Dice herself playing as our Sticky Finger Tiefling. We have, as Tally, we have Jenny.
Hi.
That's a 2 for 2.
In the bottom left square, we have the DM vet that keeps this DM in check. We have playing not as our Trash Panda, playing as our face-eating, smooth skin debating, lizard folk, Chaka Nutak.
The Gunatuk.
It's a Nunatak. Damn it. Almost had that one. And we have Gray.
Hello.
And in the top right, keeping the stream running on the ones and twos, we have our divination wizard, Almus, played by Adam.
Yes, it's me hitting dingers all night, Mike. Go for it.
Here we go. And rolling those ones and twos in that middle right square, bleeding from the eyes and hating on Mo, we have our human blood hunter, Aviana, played by Erica.
I don't know if there was a setup to a punchline. I'm sorry, Adam, I wasn't paying attention.
It's all good.
Something about dingers. And either in the top middle or actual middle square, you have this ugly mug talking to these folks. I was going a little Aussie man on that one. I can't remember how his actual line goes. But thank you all for joining us today. And if I wanted to know exactly what the hell happened last week, because obviously I don't know what the fuck's going on around here, where would I go to?
I guess it's me here. All right, so I think this is what happened last week. The party's been reunited, and we have.
It feels so good.
It feels so good, and we have a plan to go find
tunnels.
Unis's true body, which is a big golden Exodia-looking thing. We dealt with some preteens for a while who wanted to go to this concert for Trixie and the Pixies. That went well. And then it went fine. Almus and Laurel had an encounter that went one way in one person's mind and another way in another person's. I don't know what was going on there. Trying to figure out some past memories and help Laurel get through some potential trauma. I don't know. And then the morning we left, Chuck did the math and said, hey, if we turn into eagles and fly all day, we'll get there in about 9 days. So we've turned into eagles and we're part way through our travel. And then something happened at the end, which Mike will repeat at the beginning of the episode, I believe. So we'll get into some of Laurel's traumas pretty soon. So that's what happened last week.
And now that we know what happened last week, let's find out what happens this week on the Isle of Misfit Rolls. Laurel was finishing their watch, not kind of oblivious because I believe they rolled pretty low.
Yeah.
But the sun begins to brighten, and for some reason you can't take your eyes off of it. You can feel your retinas almost burning. Oddly enough, this doesn't hurt, but the heat is undeniable. You finally muster the strength to close your eyelids as that fiery ball stains the back of your eyelids. That's how it works. That's when you feel your hand gently squeezed again as you snap. Oh, yeah. God, I apologize, folks. You snap your your DM does not know how to write, obviously. And you look who's holding your hand, but the burn-in from the sun blocks the face, and you can just barely make out this oddly familiar silhouette, clad in golden armor, similar to yours, but at the same time as similar as a waterfall is to a raindrop. As the giant sun spot in your vision starts to fade, so does the silhouette. Just before they fade, you just catch a hint of a smile, and you hear a voice in your head say, "Remember to be who you are, and not what they tell you you are." You almost feel like a finger and thumb slightly lift your chin. Close your eyes, take a large, long breath, breathing in the newly warmed air. You hold on to this breath for about as long as you can, knowing that as soon as you release it and you open your eyes, the silhouette will be gone.
She stands there for a few moments, wishing that whatever is happening would not stop, and then she opens her eyes, presumably seeing nothing.
Yeah, just the morning dew slowly fading and disappearing in the early morning rays.
And she just says quietly, "But what if I do not remember who I am? Who am I supposed to be then?"
Good question.
Thanks, God.
And with that, you kind of, as you look around, you see the bubble behind you just start to slowly fade and pulse a little bit. You see it's coming to just about its end. You can see the rest of your party members start to stir and start to exit the bubble. And you just the rest of you just see Laurel staring off into the distance. You're pretty sure you may have heard them talking to themselves a little bit, asking a question, but you're not really sure what they said. And yeah, the morning is yours.
How many days in are we, by the way, of travel?
Third morning.
Third morning.
Good
Gotcha.
morning.
Okay. Just curious. I don't think I have anything specific to do. Well, I guess I'll roll my portents, but outside of that.
Yes.
That sounds important.
Oh, good one.
Oh, you're fired.
Oh, wow. These are good, too.
We've played this game for only God knows how long, and I don't think that pun has ever been made yet.
No,
I
I've
think
definitely
some-
made that
I'm
one
pretty
before.
sure it has been
Has
at
it?
least once.
I'm surprised I don't make it every episode.
That must be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've just gotten the ability to block me out. It's a very large list of people who can do it. You are now added to that list.
That tracks. You know what? That tracks.
Very
Okay,
large
speaking of
list.
prep, what am I prepping for the day?
While Almond is like rolling some mental dice, it seems. Laura will go up to him. "Good morning.
Go for the day.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
I have a question.
Go for it.
The dream thing that you were trying to do the other day.
Yeah, I suppose a dream thing, yeah.
Okay.
No, what about it?
She like isn't sure what to make of you sometimes. And she just says, "If I thought that I saw and heard something, remembered something, is that something that you could try to, I don't know, hone in on with your magic?"
I mean, I could try. I don't know how well it's going to work, but at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt to try.
Or the beginning.
No, at the end. God.
I just when I was keeping watch, I just felt like I remembered someone a little.
Yeah, no, we can work on it. We can see if we can pull anything out of that head there. That's good, try to flush it out and figure it out. I wish I could help more, but I don't think I have anything here that will help me. But we'll do that.
She just kind of nods. "Thank you."
No problem. Hope it's been fun being an eagle for 7 hours a day, by the way.
Flying is something that I don't think I have ever done before. It is exhilarating.
Yeah, very nice. I've done it a couple times. Turned into a Quetzalcoatlus once. It's pretty cool.
She looks like she's thinking, trying to piece together what that could possibly be. I assume it is something that flies.
Yeah. Big space dinosaur. It's pretty cool. Anyways,
The best dinosaur.
best dinosaur, some would say. Are you
We
good?
all
Right.
know what someone would be.
Are you okay though? Like, I mean, that's good that you're remembering stuff, right? Is this like everything going all right?
I don't really know. It is confusing.
Understandable. Because again, we're gonna help you, but I don't know. I hope you have your breakthrough, and I hope it's not too distressing for you. Is a word I'll use.
Well, I mean, what could be more distressing than waking up after several hundred years realizing everyone you knew is no longer around?
Yeah, I guess you've already done a lot of the heavy lifting on that end, so you might be good. I don't know. That's rough. Let me tell you.
Right.
You'll be right though. You got a full life to live now.
I suppose I do. That is true.
There you go. And awkwardly, I'll shuffle to go get something to eat.
Yeah, she'll let you go.
All right.
Is there anything else anybody in the group wants to get done before I guess this episode's probably going to be for the birds. Boom, boom.
Oh my god.
Oh
Important
my.
birds. Let's go.
You got that one. That one's fine.
I think every day, maybe after breakfast or something, I like practice my blade singing stuff.
Okay.
Just background wise. We don't have to role play it or nothing.
No. But yeah. Luthander before you left would have given you a regime, maybe even made copies of one of the books he had that were from his parents, grandparents, I forget which one. But yeah, kind of giving you a bit of an instructional manual.
Yeah, and I'll just work through the exercises he taught me too.
Perfect. Anybody else want to do something before I assume the polymorphing is going to be going?
None over here.
All right. Somebody roll me a d8, please.
Woo!
Who's good at those?
Who has dice?
Who's good at rolling low dice?
Nice.
I'm good at D8s because I'm a paladin.
Go for it.
It's a 4.
Oh,
Y'all
wow.
were too slow.
There you go.
So, about 4 hours into
Mine was a
travel.
7. Ooh.
About 4 hours into your travel, with from your bird's eye view and your passive perceptions, most of you are able to. Does your perception carry on? Your mental stats continue on when you are a polymorph, correct?
I think it's only for wild shape. I think literally all of you becomes animal and polymorph.
Yeah, you keep your memories and personality, but all your stats change.
Yeah.
I'm wild shaped. I don't know about the
Okay.
rest.
And he's wild shaped. That's true.
So
Yeah,
whoever
he's
is on riding said creatures are able to easily point and see out a bunch of hooded figures, even though some of them are wearing darker green. But with the kind of snow that's kind of been falling lately with the rain, it's not crazy easy to see, but you're able to pick it out. And once you start actually looking, you're able to pick out what looks to be some sort of hooded figures lining the forests near a narrow spot in the path on the main road there.
Now, is this the forest where the guardians that we were supposed to be asking for permission for?
No,
was?
that was further south. You guys have gone a couple days north.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to say you're just past the towns you previously visited, the shipyard town and those ones.
Okay, so who is polymorphed at this point?
Laurel.
Polymorphed would be Laurel, and wild shaped would be Chalk, I
Chalk.
believe.
Okay.
And the other three have some sort of seating arrangement on 2 on one and 1 on the other, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yep.
So you're just
Yeah.
under halfway between, or you're about a third of the way between the Great Forest and Koschei right now.
They aren't doing anything,
guess
right?
I
They're
would-
just
yeah,
hanging
like-
out?
No, they're not doing anything. You guys they haven't spotted you. You're quite, not crazy high in the air, but you're definitely not where people would be looking.
Mm.
And there's just a bunch of people just off to the side of the road in the trees.
People in the side of the road, hiding probably looks like, I would assume.
Yeah, you can get that impression.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I'll.
But you can't voice it.
Who says
yeah.
I can't voice it?
You're polymorphed.
I'm not polymorphed. Laurel's polymorphed.
Oh, yeah. Then you may voice it.
I'll look over at the riders, and everyone can hear me. Like, all right, y'all see that? Should we bother, or do we just keep going, or does it matter, or is it just fun?
Do the uniforms look familiar at all to me based on descriptions I may have gotten from?
No.
No?
They do not.
Cool.
They look
Do
like
they
generic dark green, brown, and black cloaks.
Cool.
Do they look like they're clad in any weapons that we can see?
Not from your viewpoint.
Oh.
You might be able to see a couple of them have bow and arrows on their back. You're not sure
Unless-
if they're...
Can I try to look up the road to see if anyone is coming their way?
From where you are now, you can't.
I mean, unless they start firing
Okay.
at us, I don't see the point in
Yeah.
taking away. We're trying to get there fast, right? And so,
But it also doesn't matter because we're going to be arriving weeks in advance.
also true.
Yeah.
So if anyone wanted to, did Laurel want a break? We can stop in and see what's up. This might be a problem though.
Okay. So I will ask whoever I'm on top of. Don't take that the wrong way.
Whoa.
To like do
After the awkward thing, you were definitely on chalk this
yeah,
day.
that's fine.
Yeah.
It,
I imagine me and
Because you made
Abby
the
are on
point.
the back of Laurel.
it really wasn't awkward. I have no idea
She's
where
an
it came
eagle
from.
with horns and laurels.
You were really vague, and you were like, "Hey, before we go to sleep, I need to talk to you, and like, we should meet up." You should, like, essentially, that's what
to
you
be
said.
fair.
It's not Mass Effect. This is fine.
Whoa.
But no, I will have them hover or do a circle or whatever eagles do to stay put, and I'll send Mo down invisibly to get a closer look at these guys because he can fly, so he can just fly on down there and get a closer look.
The Mo is shapeshifting? Or does he have wings all the time? He has wings all the time.
I think he has wings all the time, and he's invisible.
And he's always invisible.
Does Mo say anything before he flies down?
I haven't talked in quite a while. I'm actually going to go down there and check it out. See you later. And he jumps down.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah,
Fly.
Mo
He
is
do-
able...
He flies. You said he flies, right?
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay.
Sorry, you're
He
not
is
going to kill
better
him.
than you, yes.
He's always flown.
I could fall from this height and survive. Get out of here.
So yeah, Mo heads down. Are you just going to wait for him to check it out and come back? Or are you
No, we can
going
talk.
to...
Telepathic links, baby.
Okay. 1 second.
Actually, I think I looked through his eyes straight up.
Oh,
Can you do that?
Like you do one or
To
the
a
other.
certain amount of feet.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like
And you
100 feet or
can-
something.
Yeah.
Like he could technically talk, and I think you could.
Yeah, no,
hear
I can
him.
he can just talk to me, even if it's more than
Yeah.
100 feet. So I'll just have him talk to me, tell me what's going on. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mo just relays that he's sneaks up. He can go invisible if I remember correctly, so it's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
He's just
And-
inherently always invisible, according to Almus.
If you can be, why wouldn't you be?
All right.
He's a
Exactly.
little bastard.
He knows who his dad is. It's Holmes. And so, yeah, Mo lands on a branch not too far from a couple of these hooded figures. And you're definitely getting the low-level bandit vibes
Mm-hmm.
from these folks. They don't seem to be up to too much trouble right now. They're just kind of hanging out.
Gotcha. So
You
just
know.
like dudes just trying to rob people on the highway kind of a thing, right?
Definitely that kind of thing.
How many?
After Mo would take a look for a bit, there's about 12 of them.
All right. He'll relay it to me. All right, guys. There are 12 nobodies on the road. They seem extremely dangerous. Maybe we should take care of this because these
Wait.
guys don't play around. They seem very
you just,
dangerous.
You just said they're nobodies though.
No, I didn't.
You said 12 nobodies.
No, that was Adam talking.
Insight. No, I'm just kidding.
At that time, it was Adam. Halfway through the sentence was an Adam.
It switched it. No, that's fine. Yeah, no, they're just bandit dudes. But I mean, if you want to, it'd only take a couple minutes.
I mean,
I
I
kill
don't
12 people.
I don't know if we have to kill them, but maybe them robbing people would just create more negativity and darkness in the world, and that's what we're fighting against.
Yep.
Maybe we could talk to them.
Maybe.
Get them to maybe not potentially rob and murder innocent people.
I mean, I guess showing up on the backs of 2 massive eagles is a statement.
It's a power
Pretty
move.
badass.
And if they're
That's a
nobodies,
power
then
I say if you got 10 minutes, let's do it. But that's just me. I'm just riding on the back of an eagle. What do I know?
gonna like pat Laurel on the side and say, "Hey, wanna go take a break?"
Squawk. Eagles are not impressive, by the way. They take the red-tailed hawk sound and
They
they
don't
dub
sound
it over.
impressive. They look impressive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fine.
But no,
Yeah.
but that is why I squawked, because
Or
they
it
do not
squawked.
they do not screech. They are not impressive.
They just squawk.
Is it hawks or falcons that do that like air raid siren one?
I think Falcon?
Is it falcons that
I
scream?
know falcons like
Maybe
whistle
it's hawks? I don't know.
mostly.
There's one like loud like, like I hear that at work all the time.
I think you're thinking of
Is it?
pigeons.
No, they scare all the seagulls and they
Yeah, and they scatter.
scatter and then they just fucking start picking them off.
Yeah.
Bird talk.
So we're
So
gonna.
as far as any of them need to know, we're coming down to take a break from flying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So the eagles slowly descend in a swirling pattern, because that's just why not. And where are you landing? In the middle of their zone? Or before them? Past them?
Hey, Laurel, where are we landing?
Yeah,
Is
I feel
there
like
a-
that's a Chalk and Laurel answer.
It's like woods and then like plains, right? Like we are on the edge of the forest.
This particular spot here does have some trees in between the road, so it's like trees, a little bit of an opening road, and it's where the trees have come closer. Obviously, they've kind of selected this spot for this reason. For the most part, the trees are pretty far back from the road, but this part, the trees actually do come closer to the road.
I thought I was going to give Aviana the element of surprise by dropping her from orbit.
And we can look.
So
Do you
she
want
can
to? We
survive it.
can. I can
I
survive it.
imagine
Let's go.
Superhero land?
me and Laurel
Yeah.
are on the back, or me and Avi are on the back of Laurel.
Yeah, don't.
But
Because
we
I
wanna drop
imagine
Almas, we
Almas
can.
weighs a lot with the great sword or whatever that he has.
I mean, you could drop me. I'd prefer you not.
What about your 1,000 ball bearings?
My ball bear. I'm like my cabbages, but my ball
Yes.
bearings.
All I can see is like Chak give Almas a look. Almas gives Chak a nod, and then Almas like turns to their DM. Like Adam turns to our DM. I cancel my concentration. We see what happens from there.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. That's dangerous.
So, where would you like to land?
I just have Almas on my back.
Yeah, just
Right?
me and you. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
Instead, you can land on the road in between them. You can land a couple minutes up the road beyond them. You could try to land in the forest and get a sneak up on one of the groups. Up to you.
Laurel's not sneaky. She's gonna land like where it's visible for these people that have been pointed out to her, because she heard talk of intimidating them with the giant eagle. So
Yeah.
So as you land right in the middle, in between like 6 on one side, 6 on the other side, you land right in the middle there. And Chalk, are you doing the same, or are you going somewhere different?
You know what? I'm just trying to see if I can cast. I don't think I can cast spells in.
Wild shape? No, you cannot.
No, I cannot. That's the circle of the moon thing. All right, so yeah, Chak will just land nearby.
Okay. Nearby or right with Laurel?
Here, nearby.
All right. So So you both land. You're both on the road, and looking over, you hear a big thunk from one of the woods as you definitely caught one of them off guard, and they've kind of like fallen out of their tree. And then you kind of, you know where they are, so you're kind of looking over at them. You do see them start to move, and they're like, normally you would assume they would just rush out and whatnot, but they seem a little more hesitant. I mean, you just kind of, eventually one's like, oh, get them. And then they kind of step out and be like, this is our road. You got to pay the toll. Yeah, pay the toll.
Wait.
Give us those boots.
We don't get no
much
tolls.
is
We
the
don't get no
toll?
rolls.
How much
What
is
you
the
say,
toll?
pretty lady?
Tyler, did you say something?
No. I
Oh.
think he's talking to you.
Oh. Did you
We'll
wanna ask
take
him how
that
much the
fancy
toll
cloak
is?
off your back, then we'll send you on your way.
How would you ask him how much the toll is?
How much is the toll?
We'll be taking the cloak off of that one, the boots from that one, maybe even one of these birds.
I don't think that's how tolls work.
That's not gonna work for us.
Well, see now it
Oh.
works for us. And as he kind of gestures, like
you
you are
know what?
severely outnumbered.
So, like, how far are they from where me and Elmas landed?
You're nearby. I'm going with 5 feet away from the other bird. They're probably 15 feet one way, and the other ones are 15 feet the other way. This isn't a giant clearing.
Okay.
Again, they've
Alright.
chosen like a bit of a pinch point where the forest encroaches on the road, where a caravan, but like
They were gonna say
a
we're
cart
carrot.
would have to come through, and they could easily swarm and surround.
And how
Did
many?
we see a
how many
cart
are there
from-
again?
There's
12.
12. 6 on one side, 6 on the other.
And we can see all 12 of them? Like
and
from
some
where
of
we
them
are
have-
now?
four
Or
of them
they
have-
are trying to hide?
No, they're pretty much, most of them come out because they're going with,
Intimidation.
so many of us, like, you got no chance. But like there's like 4 kind of closer and then 2 hang back. They seem to be in some sort of bit of formation.
So, is Laurel and Track still in bird forms at this point?
I would assume so. I have not been told you have
Laurel
not.
is until I drop it. You can do whatever you want, of course.
Yeah,
Continue
like
to
Track just like as soon as Elmas is off his back, Track like turns to his normal self.
Shit. The fuck are you?
I am Track. You are dinner. And you know what? The ones on the left, cloud kill.
Okay. Do they have to do something?
So a 20-foot radius sphere of poisonous yellow-green gas, or fog is centered around the point of your choice. They have to make fortitude or constitution saving throws. If they start there anytime, the first time on a turn or the start of a turn, they are in that location. They take 5d8 poison damage on a failed save, or half on a regular save, or on a success. It can move 10 feet in any direction I want, and yeah, it's lingering around.
All right, so you cast that, and that whole side of the 6 there just dropped to the ground pretty quick, almost instantly. And the other ones yell some obscenities that would make your mother's blush. And they start to turn tail and start to book it back into the
Fireball.
woods. Well,
Fireball! They're all together. They're running away. Fireball.
okay. That is a fail, take half.
Do what?
That's a if they fail the deck save, they still
They
take
still
half
take
damage.
half.
Correct?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, they're done. They just scream in horror and roll me a D20.
Mhm.
Don't say what it is, Almus.
You want me to roll you a d20?
Roll me a D20.
Ollie is just staring at this carnage and blinking like this is not what I wanted.
You know what happened. I have a number, Mike. I'm going to use one of my portents that I rolled. So I've got that number in my head. You said don't tell you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it.
Erica, high or low?
Oh. What am I doing?
High or low?
High or low? Oh. Here's the issue, is I know what all of Adam's portents are.
Adam, go with your original roll, non-important.
I never did a roll, but I'll roll right now. That's fine.
Okay. Roll.
Okay, I have an actual roll now.
High or low?
Hi.
It was a 9.
The forest does not catch on fire.
Okay.
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 Very cool.
Thank God.
I'll drop Laurel's form so she can be a person. Whatever. But hey, great job, team. I like that. That was completely worth it. We saved this town. And let's just start. I'm gonna start
Kind of
looting
like
these guys.
waves at the cloud cloud kill as it disperses and walks over and picks up one of the bodies limply by the arm.
Yeah, he's eating that
Are you
guy.
eating the cloud kill one or the fireball one? At least that one's cooked.
Don't poison yourself, please.
Yeah, don't. Oh, well, I don't know if you can.
What did you just do? There's no town here. These were just idiots. We could have scared them. There was no reason to kill them.
Yeah,
Well, Jack did it, so I had to
talk
follow.
to them.
You didn't. None of you had to do what you just did.
Oh, leave me out of this.
No,
You literally just could have
she's-
flown on by.
Yeah, she's looking at Almas and Chuck. Yeah, what are you... What was that about? Did I not hear Tally say that we could talk to them, scare them away?
They did threaten us.
Yes,
Hey, you
and they were... Did they
just hear
seem like
the
a threat to
splintering
you?
and cracking of bones as Jack continues to eat.
How great a threat did they pose, Almas?
You don't know.
Counterintuitive to what we've been trying to do.
But you literally said get rid of them because they might cause more darkness by jumping people.
Not killing them. I said we could talk to them.
They didn't seem very talkative to me. Don't worry. I won't kill anybody. I'll let it be. Whatever happens,
No,
happens.
You know what I mean. These were idiots.
Mm-hmm.
They were idiots just trying to make a way. We could have tried convincing them before things got out of hand.
Well, Chuck's got to eat, so...
Yeah, Chuck has to eat.
Well, eat up, Chuck.
He continues
Well, you know
to
what?
eat.
Before he starts eating up everything, waste not, want not, I'm gonna search somebody.
Jesus.
I'm just going to stand
I have
over you,
nothing
like,
if
shaking
not
my
true
head.
to my nature.
Just like,
I'm
So-
very
so-
disappointed in all of you. How dare you, as she's ruffling through all the
Yeah,
carpets.
hypocrite, says
You
Jack.
guys are
Jack
animals.
knows that word.
Well,
Um,
they can't use it now.
No, fine.
Laurel
Okay.
just looks at Aviana.
I'll search some bodies if there's anything.
Yep.
Aviana seems weirdly unbothered.
Oh, that's good. A night.
This is just normal for you all.
It's 26.
Uh,
I'm gonna search any bodies that can be searched and aren't
What was the roll?
singed to a
For?
crisp. 26.
For what?
Oh, investigation, right?
Okay.
I asked
No,
if I needed to roll for searching
Oh.
bodies.
Sorry.
like,
Sure, they'll take that into account.
Okay.
I'll let Aviana and Laurel's conversation play out, and then I'll give you your...
yeah, this is just normal. Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's just how they are. It's always been.
What did you say that your collective mission is, your goal?
Stop the world from ending.
And how is it being brought about to end currently?
As far as I'm aware, it is some part of Unis is running around making things bad. I'm gonna be honest, I'm tired, I don't know.
Right.
Unis, we need to reunite the body and the spirit of Unis to bring him back or something, and to oust whatever bad thing is potentially currently whatever is possessing his spirit, or just get rid of them entirely. They're not good, and that's the plan. The plan's to kill God.
Eat God, says Jack as he goes back
Debatable.
to eating.
Right. But what about at the lower levels, at the more basic, everyday person level of living?
Just someone else's problem, isn't it?
Well, you all just made them your problem for no reason. Just think about it.
I didn't do anything. I was ready to pay them and go. Have a nice lunch.
Someone's having a nice lunch.
Yeah, he
I
is.
didn't want to make the joke so bad.
Almost will look at Aviana. What, you were going to give them the cloak?
No, I was gonna pay them money.
They wanted the cloak. They didn't want money.
Yeah, then they'd have a problem.
Jack don't understand. As he goes back to eating. Not like we haven't done before.
And does that make it better? It sounds like it makes it worse to me, actually.
It's like he kind of shrugs and like stands up and looks at Loro for a moment and says, like, Jack not warm-blooded, Jack cold-blooded. Jack is Jack. Cannot change Jack, just like you cannot change mountain, river.
That is curious to me, considering what I heard of your conversation with your fellows, is that you changed your opinion on the, what is it, the charming term you used? Knife ears, I believe?
He grins. It's a rather unsettling grin. He says, words can be changed. Meanings can be changed. It's like instinct cannot.
Can I get perception checks?
Ooh, rough.
Let me know if you get over a 12.
God, I'm very bad at perception.
With my perception.
Ooh.
I will
Ooh.
for sure get over a 12.
I got
that's
a
the lowest I can
21.
roll.
17.
I have a 30.
Let me make a roll. Hold on.
I'll be honest,
I got a
frowning and thinking
22.
a little bit too hard. 8,
Anybody
baby.
anybody over a 12?
Everyone but Aviana.
12 and higher, I'll even be nice and give you the 12. Can you hear hooves in the distance? And
Oh,
some sort
God.
of wooden wheel chewing through the ground.
Is it going away or coming near?
Wards. In the direction you guys were headed.
Just frowning a little bit, standing in the middle of the road.
Jack
While
goes
they're
back to eating.
arguing, I'm like, guys, we've got company.
Eh,
Yep.
It's like Flatface. You want to deal with now?
What am I doing now? By the way, I'll look at Laurel. 50-50 chance what we just did save these people, by the way. Just a heads up. But I guess we can get going if you guys want to, or we can wait for it. I'm gonna get off the road
I don't know what's
regardless.
going on. I was gonna say I'm getting
Yeah.
off the road, but first I want to know: did I find anything?
You found
Letters from home talking about how much they love their children.
Mother and father, I can't wait to get home. I miss you so much. I hope young Timmy's doing well.
A small doll.
Ellen, give me a d20 roll.
Oh god, okay.
How many children
a
did this
sobriety
person have?
coin for 5.
Erica, a d12.
D12.
Gray, a d6.
Got one.
Ellen,
8.
you found 8 silver
I have a 10.
on a d8.
You told me to do a D12.
All right, it makes more sense then. 8 daggers. And Gray?
Ooh.
2 useful swords. Short swords.
Trash.
Right. So 2 swords and 8 daggers. Got it.
And the silver.
Don't forget
And
that
the
8
silver.
silver.
I already added that. We all.
That's
already
someone's
did.
life savings right there.
They don't
From
need
12
it anymore.
different people, that's what they got.
That's 12 people's life savings right there.
Well, their
Yeah.
lives are over now, so ain't saving anything.
Yeah, somebody's got to use it, right?
And yeah, you can see quite clearly now in the distance a horse-drawn carriage. Looks like to be 2 of them coming your way.
Is it fancy?
Yeah, I'm running to the tree line to try and hide if I can.
It's not far. The tree line's only like 20 feet off the road.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah, then
fancy?
I'm gonna hide.
From what you can see and what you've rolled recently for your perception and whatnot, it looks like a cart. The horses are dark
Horses.
brown.
Nice. The fanciest of
They
horses.
have 4 legs.
Yeah.
They are
I can't-
currently pulling a
Are
cart.
the bodies on the
Can I
road, or are they
perceive? No.
like off the
Can I
road? hidden?
count? Yes.
I'm gonna say Chalk has eaten a good half of at least one of them,
Mhm.
and the ones that ran are just kind of smoldering off by the tree line.
Yeah.
And the other ones are just falling on the side of the road. They're off the road because they never got to the road. They came close and then just all inhaled poison and just collapsed.
Just trying to cover my bases, just in case.
But if you were to lay near them, you would probably pass for a dead corpse that's been poisoned.
I don't know how you put that idea in my head, Mike. I was
Throw
gonna,
that away for later knowledge.
I was going to do it. Okay, so is everyone getting off in the tree line and hiding? Because
Aviana's kind of gonna play it by ear. Is more of like what's Laurel up to?
Laurel's
I'm
not sure.
hiding, but in a way where I can like see what's going on. I just don't want them to see me.
yeah,
Yeah, Laurel's like, I'm not sure why we're immediately jumping to hiding, but
I will stand by you two. I will alter myself into one of the dudes I burned to a crisp, and I'll alter myself and look like him, because I just don't look like an alien out in the middle of a field of dead people. So, and I'll stand over there next to Aviana and Laurel.
If I see him do that, then I will just change into my South Beach looking persona with the mask. So I don't look like Tolly. Tan
Okay.
blonde hair.
Chalk, stop eating for 1 second.
Maybe
And
baby
yeah.
a little bit.
So the looks like these 2 carts come close and they just kind of slow down. And they're just kind of looking around and they see the dead bodies scattered about. And they slowly kind of come to they look like they almost come to stop, about to say something. The guy sitting atop the cart kind of looks back to the cart behind them, nods, and then goes, "Yeah!" and hits it and kicks the horses into high gear, and they just start hightailing it further south, east.
Were they fancy carts?
It
Yeah.
goes back to
Yeah, do we get a peek of who was inside?
Inside the carts, they were not their carts as in like they're more wagons than carts.
Mhm.
They were looked like there may have been a few people in them, but for the most part, they were like a
They didn't
quarter
get the
full of
box
goods.
style roll treatment like we did.
No.
No.
So I'll look at Laurel. I'm like,
Sucks to suck.
doesn't excuse what would happen, but these people definitely would have got robbed or killed. Just heads up. Just heads up.
if we had scared them away, would they still have been robbed or killed?
They would have came back later, killed someone else.
I will
You do
come
not
home
know this.
after.
Okay.
You're right.
World consists of what you can eat, what's trying to eat you, what you can't eat, and tribe. That is it. Says chat.
Perhaps that is your world.
Yes. And this is Chak's world. This is where Chak lives. This is Chak's forest. This is Chak's jungle.
It is just interesting to me that when I first met all of you, You told me that nothing that the church had to say about you was true. But
No,
perhaps,
everything church say about Jack is true.
perhaps we should keep going.
Sure. I just don't want you to be upset.
I think she just wanted us to try. I know I wanted us to try. I know, yeah, okay, they could have still come back and tried something, but we know that the darkness spreading isn't good, and I'm just trying to prevent it from spreading as best I can. And to me, that means trying to teach people another way to live or look at things, and maybe not go down the path I did, because look where it got me.
Got you 8 silver, 8 daggers, and 2 swords.
Don't go down my path.
Stealing from the dead does not count. They can't use
Everything's turning up, Tally.
Hey, yeah, don't worry.
Oh,
Hey,
they were
we'll
dead.
we'll try to do better. Don't worry about it. And I'll go hop on Chalk's back, and I'll turn you back into an eagle.
That
I
doesn't
just wanna
turn
make
back
our
into
job
an
I'm
eagle,
hopping on
he's
your back.
still
But
eating.
you heard what I said.
As Laurel's about to make her rebuttal to,
Oh no, she's not saying anything. So
it's just
she's
like, and you're an eagle now.
yeah.
She goes to open her mouth, and it's an eagle.
As Aviana and Tally hop on, Laurel just makes sure to flap a little harder in Almus's direction as she takes off.
And that was 4 hours into your
Yep.
daily commute.
Okay.
It's like getting through Toronto. My God.
I'm just trying to figure out where to store all these bodies.
Just
Oh.
it's like fast food. Just take what you can carry, and we'll worry about the rest later.
Fine.
Do you not have a bag of holding?
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Take what you can carry in your eagle mouth, and let's go.
You got 2 talons, right?
Thank
Grab
you
2
for that
extra
idea.
bodies.
Polymorph into a giant, into an enormous boa constrictor, swallow them all, turn back to Jack, then become the giant eagle. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
We've done this kind of math before, Mike. It works.
And so, the next 4 hours go, I guess, quite silently.
Not
Yeah.
awkward whatsoever.
And the group, you see an okay little clearing that there's a bit of a more hilly and rocky area. So you might be able to find a nice little cave if you're looking for a cave if you wanted. Get out of because the rain's kind of picking up a bit more. A little bit of snow, that kind of like sleet. Winds are picking up. It's an unpleasant flight for the next 4 hours.
Hmm.
Classic.
I mean,
But,
I'm fine.
No one likes it, but it's not going to cause you any damage or hurt. Or it's just kind of that, when you go for a walk, you're like, I don't like this. This just kind of sucks.
How are we talking? Are we talking, like a November, like slight flurry, or is it like sticking, or is it just like hits the ground and melts immediately? What are we talking here?
Right now,
Yeah, and how long has it been snowing?
The snow is not sitting on the ground. It's been snowing for quite some time, but it's just like sleet. Like it melts as soon as it hits the ground. It melts as soon as it hits you. It's just the weather's just been unpleasant.
Just shitty. Yeah,
It's like an ice, so like sort of like an
Thought it
ice.
was-
Like imagine someone throwing a slushy on you, and then the ice
Yeah.
instantly melts. So it's just cold water the instant it hits you.
No, it's just
It's
this climate.
gross.
For the whole time, I thought it was either sunny or raining. I didn't know it was snowing. So this is like news to me.
This is new. This chat.
It's been snowing for like 2 months. I started originally mentioning the snow after Puria.
Yeah.
When you tried to warp
Oh,
or
yeah.
teleport
No,
into
Yeah,
Jack
no,
is
I knew it
mentioning
was
that it's
snowing
new
there.
new where we are.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not. It's like it's normally been a little bit warmer, but you are like springish still. I believe it's the spring season going into summer, so it's cooler, a little more windy than normal, and yeah, it's just that kind of doesn't freeze you. It just leaves that chill on you and just leaves you slightly damp. You never truly like dry out until you get by a
Yeah.
fire or whatnot, but it just kind of just a little, not demoralizing, but just kind of, for most people, especially traveling around, there just makes everything a little less pleasant.
Yeah. No, it's just what I knew about Revlon and it being, like
Forced.
the green, yeah, foresty and stuff like that. I don't know, I felt more rainforesty vibes.
That's
So I
further
didn't
south.
realize it was
That's further south,
snowing.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's where we just came from.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize it was snowing, but it's been snowing for the whole, however many days we've been traveling.
It's been slowly getting more snow. It's been like 99% rain when you first started your Eagle journey, and like every day it's increasing by like another 5%.
It's getting slowly colder. I mean, we are moving at a very fast pace compared to when we were walking, so it makes sense.
And yeah, so the group is now, this would be evening 4 of your potential 9-day journey.
Sure. Sounds like it.
Yes. I believe that's right.
And yeah, so as I mentioned before, it's a little more less terrains, less open field. It's more rockier and a little more hilly, and there's a bit of, yeah, like I said, there are some caves around, but they're probably not large. You don't know, there could be things in them. It's up to you where you want to settle for the evening.
I guess.
Yeah, if I see those, I'll point them out.
Yeah. What does the
just
druid
be
think
like,
we should do? What does the
we
person
don't
who
know.
lives
He
in
can't
nature?
speak English.
Once he lands, we can.
Oh, yeah.
Common. There is no
He speaks
English. There's
bird.
only common.
Whatever.
I assume Chuck would just
Tyrion.
land all the time.
So yeah,
Hmm.
Chuck kind of like looks at everybody and like walks around a little. You said the ground's a little rocky. Like picks up some of the dirt like between his claws and like sees how tries to determine how soft the soil is.
It's pretty hard, like rocky. Like it is dirt, but it would
It
take
is
a bit.
loose.
If you're trying to make like a hovel, like a den, I'll say that's fine.
Yeah. All right.
You can use your shape earth and make
What
yourself
is
a
it?
little den,
1, 2,
5 feet at a time.
Yeah, it's like it takes him maybe 2 minutes, if that, because I have move earth as a cantrip.
It depends on how big you want to make it.
Well, it's 5 feet of earth, a action.
Make it bubble sized.
Yeah, just make like a little hole and then we put the
I
bubble
thought there
on
was a
top.
cave already.
Our caves around, but he doesn't want to. He's going
It's
unless
like-
he's going doing it in a cave, or you just doing it off the side of the road where you're thinking in the trees.
He's doing it in the trees. He looks at Tally and says, "As most caves have bats." It's like
Mo looks offended.
also filthy.
Yeah.
Like it's like guana, filthy, filled with bugs, vermin, and other stinkies. And bats have many diseases. So unless you want to clear cave of bats, and then move in, easier.
And all of it's a moot point because we
In-
have the bubble, so the
yeah.
bubble will keep out the rain and the bat, so it doesn't matter whether we stay in one place or the other.
Well, the hole's already dug, so just go right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
If,
So who's got first watch?
Oh, by the way, because I can do this, just
Uh-oh.
whatever point that Laurel's going to go to bed, I'll come over to Laurel, like, hey, relax, it's not what you think. No, like, hey, I know we had a rocky start today. My bad. I apologize for that, but I'm going to let him handle it, and I'll point to Mo. He can do the same thing. I just tell him what to do, and you talk to him, and it'll work just fine. So I'll go to bed because I'm not taking first watch. But whenever you're ready, he'll jump on in there and help you out. All right.
Sure.
Unless you want me to do it specifically.
I am not certain that I need your help anymore.
Oh, all right. Well, he'll be awake because he doesn't sleep. So if you want him to, he can. If not, don't worry about it. I'm going to bed because I will take last watch. By the way.
I'll take first.
I'll take second.
Yeah,
You two take a rest because you've been flying all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jack's either going to need to take first or last because he's a caster.
No. Just take the whole night. We'll do one.
Okay.
We're in the bubble. It's fine. And I feel it feels like a fair trade-off considering you and Laurel are doing all the flying.
Okay.
It's bedtime.
So if everyone beds down, yeah, the evening goes pretty uneventful. You are amongst the trees. You have the odd, like, small woodland creature try to enter this. A squirrel shows up with, like, a whole bunch of mouthful of nuts, trying to bury them in this hole, and it's like, oh, occupied, and just kind of scurries away. With the sudden a bit of climate change, you see a lot of creatures trying to, like, kickstart they look confused, first of all, but then they're starting to kick into their winter routines. They're already starting to squirrel things away and whatnot. But yeah, for the rest of the evening, it goes quite uneventful. And so, literally in a hole, the sun doesn't really wake you up because it has to get through the cover of the trees. And yeah, but it is morning time, and what would the group like to do?
I gotta give myself a rest. Hold on. Yeah, again, there's we're more
Like
portents.
more of the same.
Yeah, more of the
Just
same.
do another day of travel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we leave in the morning, let's
Okay.
just see here. Might want to try something.
Uh-oh.
Rations.
Yeah, I gotta change some of my spells to begin with because it's the morning.
That takes a bit of time in the morning. So you guys aren't leaving first thing, but you're kind of hanging out. Again, it only takes you're only doing 8 hours of travel, so you have lots of downtime
Yeah.
during all this.
I assume we sleep in a little bit in the mornings too, like we're not.
Yeah. And I've got 37 days of rations. So we've got food.
And I'm sure there's some scavenging, going out during the day, finding some berries and whatnot. I'm not going to role play all that and
Yeah.
whatnot, but you have a druid with you, and a few of you are half decent at survival, so you're more than capable of fending for yourselves, potentially doing a little bit of hunting if you want.
Yeah.
You do have a marksman in the archer department.
I can hit stuff occasionally. Not very often.
I got that squirrel in the third try.
I did pretty good.
I'd like to point out that I have a plus 11 to my score. I'm pretty sure a squirrel has a 9, and that statement is still true.
Alright, I know what spell I want to add to my repertoire for today. And
I think I'm gonna keep what I have.
I don't think I need
Me
more
too. Yeah, no
spells.
spell changes on my side. I'm
Yeah, I
good.
think I'm keeping my spells
I'm
the
good.
same.
But there is a slight change on your side as you're out there, like doing a little hunting, just catching a couple small woodland creatures there, Aviana. The odd time you do feel a slight vibration, a slight warmth coming from the hammer every once in a while. But that's it. Nothing strong, nothing
Ah.
crazy. Just a hey kind of thing, and that's it.
Mm-mm.
Just out of game, I love how Erica refuses to speak to this fuck. Mike's like, "Hey, do you talk to the hammer?" She's like, "Nope."
Oh, it's
Where's
fine.
hammer? don't say it like that.
That one's always nice to have. Okay, so the moment Track wakes up in the morning, he stretches and like changes his spell preparation for the day. And what's the duration? Let's see on this. Outdoors. And as soon as he's done stretching, he starts an incantation, and it almost looks like a calisthenics routine to a certain extent. And then he puts one of his bare feet on the ground as he's finishes casting commune with nature.
Hey, do you normally wear boots, or your feet are always bare, right?
They're always bare.
Okay, just
But
saying
because
it was
he's
a
in
bare.
this-
I'm like, wait.
He's like in this very strange, like I said,
Where did he
calisthenics
find
routine,
shoes?
and then all of a sudden he puts one of his feet, like he's lifted up one of his feet during it, and then very slowly puts it back on the ground as he casts commune with nature. It gives me knowledge of the land within 3-mile radius of where we are. All caves, natural underground settings, are limited to 300 feet, but it also tells me what the terrain is, what the bodies of water are, what prevalent plants, minerals, animals, and people exist in this area. If there are any powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, and any influence from another plane of existence, as well as buildings.
Any
Well, in your
3
current
miles.
hole in your area, there is a creature from a different planet / plane. 2 of them.
Okay. Yeah,
Two
they're
of
right
them.
here, obviously.
3.
3.
No. Hold on. Who is the second
Esme's
one?
always around.
Okay, well, I
Oh.
can't keep track of all your creatures.
Oh, I thought it was specifically Almus you were talking about. I was like, that's a guy?
I think Almus, Mo, and then Esme.
Yeah.
And then who knows?
Okay.
As far as a mile or 2 down the road, there is a sense of, you would know it well, you've eaten it, you've been corrupted by it yourself. There is a sense of darkness or just bad mojo.
I thought you were gonna say salt.
Jack kind of like proceeds to just take one of his talon fingers and point in that direction. Darkness.
Interesting.
Huh?
Should we check it out?
Yeah. And hey, I even let you guys take point on this one. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'll wait until someone's about to die, and then maybe I'll jump in.
Don't be ridiculous.
No.
I just wanted to. I mean, if it's like what we fought in the salt mines, like go for it, okay? But if it's just a normal idiot
Heads up.
With
He did.
7 gold to rub together or 7 silver,
If he had 100
then,
gold, it'd be worth
maybe,
it, huh?
I was gonna say, we maybe just try to talk them.
Now it's sense.
Out.
Am I sensing people in that direction too, or just darkness?
Just darkness. You're not sure if what exactly is the darkness. It kind of clouds the area a little bit.
So Jack shakes his head. No people. Darkness.
Something just evil. Big heads up.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing? That's a thing? There's nobody there?
They
DM, I
Jack
have
kind of
a...
like looks to
no
Aviana.
people. He
It
said no
can
people. It doesn't
It
mean.
can infect animals, plants, and the land itself.
Which we know.
That's right, we did know.
Think
It's 'cause
about
of
the
salt
tree.
mines
Think about the
and
plants
yeah.
we fought. Think.
Okay.
Oh.
Aviana knows this. Erica's. It's been some time. It's been a hot
Also,
minute.
undead, not
2
people.
months.
Also, undead, not people.
True.
Not people anymore.
Okay.
And how far is it? You said down the road.
How far, good Mike?
1.2 miles or 3.7 kilometers.
Oh, good conversion on the
Thank you.
fly.
What's that in
Oh,
time?
I don't know if those numbers are right.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
will correct me.
All right.
What's that the only measure of distance that matters? How long will it take us to get there?
A
By
short
what mode of
walk.
transport?
Feet.
By the footsies. I don't know, whatever that takes.
25
We'll say
minutes.
like
A
40
few
minutes.
hours.
40 minutes.
40 minutes. It's a slow mile.
Mike, you can jog a mile in like 7 minutes. There's
Oh.
All right then. 1.2
Yeah,
wait,
miles.
usually
no,
it's like
yeah.
20 minutes.
I can do 2
walking
miles in
time.
25 minutes. So yeah, I was
Jack
thinking of
kinda,
like,
like,
700 miles.
rummages through one of his satchels and proceeds to pull out a
1.9
handful of
kilometers.
something.
1.9.
It's like goat of traveling, goat of travail, goat of terror. All right, we go now.
I forgot you have a
All right, let's
million
ride
Oh
these
my
little
goats.
goats.
god.
Has it been
That's-
more than 7 days since you've used them?
Yes,
Yeah.
About
that's,
7 months.
that's 2 giant goats and 1 goat, the large goat, the equivalent of a riding horse.
There you go.
I forgot.
So,
there's
yeah,
the goat collection.
Not that far down. It doesn't take very long, and you head towards the. Are you, dun, 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 arriving? Or are you getting close to getting off your goats and then like sneaking through? What's the approach?
It depends who's on the Goat of Terror, because the Goat of Terror would be extremely useful in combat.
This is up to.
Is anyone good as like a mounted combatant?
No,
Well, here, hold on. Give me a second here.
not especially.
I don't know
Uh,
if you can ride and shoot. You probably
I've
sit on the back
never-
of it and just pew pew spells out.
Done
There we
it,
go.
but I could try.
the Goat of
Oh,
Travail,
the Goat of
Travail is
Inventory
just a
engine-
giant goat.
what?
What?
One's a lance and one's a what is this? What is this?
It is a magic
One
goat.
is a lance, and the other becomes a long sword +2.
You
Yeah.
can rip the horns off it. The
Can I
ghost
use a
radiates an
long
aura
sword?
of terror. Any creature hostile to you that starts its turn in its aura must make a wisdom save or be frightened by the goat for a minute.
Wild.
It's a terrifying goat.
Spooky
Delighted
Yeah,
by this goat.
And Jack's been holding on to these since what, level
It's been a while.
5?
Oh, yeah,
Like
it's been a long
forever.
time.
Yeah.
See, I give out
Um,
magic items.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
Tally,
a
We
long
had
time.
to kill
Tally,
a gnome merchant and steal.
So I know Laurel has a horse, but does Laurel want to take the big scary goat for this one?
I think it would be fun if Laurel and Almost had to be on the get along goat.
Which one is that?
You're right. Absolutely correct.
All right, let's get on the get along goat. Whatever one that is.
Yeah, the three of us just hop up on the other ones and like force you two to be on the get along goat.
Which one is the
Um,
get along goat? Is it
It's
the
Error.
so there's
Error?
3 goats. There's 2 goats that can carry 2 people and 1 goat that can carry 1 person, right?
Okay.
So I figure, and I think the scary goat is the 1-person goat.
Shock, you take
No,
scary
the
goat.
giant goat. It's huge.
Oh,
Well,
the
not
giant-
huge, but it's large.
So the large goat is the scary goat. They can both
There's
be on the
another
scary
one,
goat.
another large goat that isn't a scary goat.
me and Laurel and the
There's
scary
a
goat. I'm
goat
calling it.
that's the size of a
Yeah.
riding horse.
Me and Laurel
That's
and
what I
scary
was
goat.
thinking.
Okay, yeah. So Almost and Laurel and the scary goat. Wait, are there 3 goats? I don't want to like harp on this too long. I'm still delighted by the fact that we have these goats. How many of them are there? 2 or 3?
There's
3.
3.
There are 3. Okay, so who wants to ride solo?
And for some reason, I'm immediately thinking the Billy Goat's gruff because the goat of traveling is the smallest. The goat of travel is the middle one, and the goat of terror is just a big, massive, terrifying beast.
I say
Could-
Shock goes on the small one by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious for 1, and 2, it probably, he's really
Yeah.
big, so him and someone else might be too much.
That's fine.
Right, and I assume Tally's driving because Aviana doesn't
Yeah.
know how to ride a horse.
I've taken some lessons on how to steer a cart.
Close enough.
It's close enough. I think I actually rode a horse. Oh no, we've been riding horses forever. So like,
No,
I'm
there
pretty
was,
sure I
like-
could do a goat though.
You can do it, goat. There was like
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
time when we met.
There's videos of it on the internet. But
Anyway, sorry. This is
People
we don't
doing
even talk
goats.
about goats riding
Oh, God.
anymore. Off we go. We're on goats. They're on the scary
Yeah,
goat to get
I'm
along.
driving.
okay.
Avi's
Luckily,
riding
that was a
bitch.
quick decision, and the group is making their way down through the
Oh,
forest
wait.
on goats.
Like the goats, okay.
I need to know who's riding bitch on the goat of terror.
Almost.
Is it
riding
Almost?
this on
Almost
the
would
goat
absolutely go
there.
behind. Yeah, I'm not steering that
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Okay, love it. Just had to check.
One knows how to ride a horse, one does not. And so now that we know you're now getting on the goats, what is the plan when you approach said potential darkness?
Mm.
Going in hot, going in quiet, going in what's
I think
y'all
proceed
going
with
in?
caution.
okay?
Like as we get closer, like I think we would assess the situation. Like, do we see anything that's like, is there just a giant body monster in the road, or like, does it seem like a chill ghost town? You know, I think we would take that
It's not a
information into
town.
consideration.
It is a cave.
Hmm. Is there a well?
No, there is
Have
no
we
well.
been here before? Okay.
And you see some slight movement at the front of this said cave. And if you go up to the tree line that is across from this opening, you are probably only a good 60 feet from said cave.
Okay.
You can't fully make out what the object is that is moving at the front of the cave.
Hey,
it-
Almus,
Hmm.
do you want to send Mo in for a closer look?
No.
Tally, do you want to send Esme in for a closer look?
I can, but she's more visible.
True.
Gotta take chances, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever you see moving at the front of the cave seems to now have...
You
You
said
said
60
it's
feet
within
away?
60 feet. Can I just, like, squint?
No.
I want to tap.
Can I just
You can
have,
roll
like,
with
a
disadvantage.
squint, please?
Because
Roll with
it-
disadvantage?
The cave isn't like, it's still fairly early in the morning. It's under, there's some tree cover. It is like, it's hard to see in it. It's quite dark. You do have dark vision, so you can't see a shape.
I want to tap Laurel on the sides as I'm behind you. I say, hey, can't you, like,
So what is this,
Sense.
perception or
sense?
Investigation.
investigation? That's not fair. Well, it's actually not bad. 21.
You can see a four-legged creature of some sort. Bear in shape.
Oh,
Big.
Ooh.
very excited for a dog.
A darkness dog.
Dark doggo.
Yeah, dark doggo.
Houndoom.
Whatever it is, I think it's a bear, but it's
And
yeah, I
it's
think
receding
it's
back into its
a bear
cave.
of some kind. It looks like he's retreating.
What was it? Was a 21?
21, yeah.
You just kind of see it kind of stop, and you can see its head kind of move. Almost like you can see its snout part. Again, no color. You can just kind of see it move up and down a little bit,
Mm.
and then recede back into the cave.
Oh, let's go. Never mind. I was about to do a vibe check.
Yeah, I
You
was
can do a
gonna say,
vibe
is
check.
that-
Can I do a vibe check?
Do the vibe check. It's been a while since we've had a vibe check.
Yeah, check those vibes, Avi, because we need to.
Great. Cool. Excellent. 15.
With a 15, yeah, you are sensing darkness from within this cave. You are confirming Chalk's.
Is the bear bad?
You just get the direction,
Just the direction.
Mm.
Valid and fair.
which is to the cave
Where the bear is.
where the bear is. Is it a darkness bear? Is there something this bear has
Oh,
found
God,
in the
I
forest
hope
that has
not.
brought it back to its cave? You do not know.
Hey, Chuck.
Huh?
Do you want to talk to the bear? I don't want to hurt a bear if it's innocent.
He kind of like looks at Laurel to see.
I mean, if you want to kill the bear, go.
he kind of looks at.
but-
No, he just looks at Laurel, see what her response to this is.
She looks.
This is also nature, so it's your thing, Chuck.
When Tally says I don't want to kill a bear if it's innocent, she has a look on her face like, well, you didn't have a problem killing people.
Kill any of those people.
People are jerks. Bears are cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't kill a dog.
Chuck
it
will
was
go
evil.
talk.
Just so you know, the
Maybe.
big bad is a pug.
Tally wouldn't kill a dog.
Or a
and we're
corgi.
gonna leave that implication there.
A Pembroke
Track
corgi is the
size.
big bad.
Goes into the starts making his way towards the cave.
I also know what happens whenever you fuck with nature and Chalk's around. He burns down entire villages. So
True.
just erring
That
on the
only
side of
happened
caution.
once.
I haven't-
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
There's
we don't
no
have- there's
evidence.
No
Well-
evidence in. I think we lost that recording.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Chuck goes over to the cave entrance.
You hear growling.
I will run back up for Chuck,
It's like,
just in case.
let's see. Chuck will then proceed to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And then we'll proceed to say to said animal, it's like, why you growl at Chuck? Chuck not growl at you. You want Chuck to growl at you?
You trespass. You leave or you
You
die.
sick.
It's just kind of low growls again. Leave.
Can I see it?
It is. Do you have dark vision?
No.
Then you just see shadows. It's gone. It's receded further into the cave, and there is no light in this cave.
All right. See here. What I can do is I can use the cantrip produce flame to give myself some illumination.
Okay. You're doing that?
Yeah.
The bear starts to roar.
All right.
Like, you know, that typical warning bear roar where you see, like, the saliva kind of join from, like, top fangs to bottom fangs. And as you look at it, and now you see it better. You see the fur is patchy. He's got bald spots and whatnot.
Sweet.
And then you hear from outside the cave other roars.
All right.
Wait, do we hear those as well?
The one from the inside the cave is quite loud. It echoes. You two are both at the mouth of the cave. Anybody will hear like the other ones coming from outside. It seems like coming from the tree line beyond the cave, and you guys will say that if the opening to the tree or to the cave was to the north, with the opening facing south, just beyond that, over the hill, you're hearing what seems to be multiple roars, not that far off. And I'll say the rest of the group is at the tree line 60 feet away from the opening of the cage to the south, if that makes sense.
Is this a regular sized bear?
It would be considered a large beast, one might say.
Okay.
And you said it's got patches of fur missing?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not like ripped off, more
Like mange?
yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna try to argue with this thing. It's clearly ticked off. I'm just going to charm monster.
Okay.
It's wisdom save, DC 17.
Ooh. Can't help.
Due to the darkness, I am going to say it is immune to charm.
Oh. Okay. That's good.
But it does seem to almost stagger it. And there is an internal, it kind of drops to like one of its hind, not really knees. Are they knees? Do bears have knees?
Bears have
I guess
knees.
it'd
They
still be
absolutely
knees.
can bend their legs, can't they?
Do bears have?
They're not just
knees?
straight.
But like, is it called something else?
I don't
But
know.
yeah, it kind of drops to its
Like an
knees.
ankle kind of a thing.
So,
I think it's still a knee.
It's definitely dropped in aggressiveness.
all right. I'm just seeing how close is it to Chuck?
We'll say 25 feet. It's not a big cave. It's at the mouth of what seems to be an opening. You can kind of see that, and it goes deeper in, but it looks like it expands, and it's right at the mouth of the expansion.
Well, I guess Chuck's gonna try to figure out if this actually works or not. Hold on. Let's see.
While you're figuring that out, for the three outside of the cave, you hear the roars. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna stay on the goat behind Laurel.
Yeah, Aviana awkwardly tries to maneuver the other two goats to be within the terror zone of the spooky goat.
Give me an animal
Spooky
handling
goat.
check.
Aviana, go ahead and take a 15.
Yay, 18.
Yep, you're able to control the goats.
It does not look very nice, and it does not look very coordinated. But yeah, so we're basically trying to stay within, I think it's 15 feet. What's the
Okay.
30 foot? Never mind. We're within 30 feet of the other goats and just keeping them there.
You hear another roar from the exterior, quote unquote, bears. They do sound like they are coming closer. It sounds like the other one has called for assistance.
On trucks. Bow is
Gonna have to
strung
kill some
and
bears.
And then
So
we're
much
going
for
to
Chak's money at this point.
go back to inside the cave.
Yeah, Chak moves up, grumbling to himself, rummaging through his pouches hastily, and then presses a claw to the side of the bear. And
You're going up to the bear?
oh yeah, if it takes a swipe at me, it takes a swipe at me.
Okay, at that point, I'm going to say once you start approaching the bear, we're going to roll initiative.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Oh!
Fair enough, folks.
You've been holding on to that one for a little bit, haven't you? He's waiting
No,
for a
it
chance.
literally just happened.
Did that work?
Well,
No.
Happened in
good
this
for
moment,
you
Mike.
then.
once if I roll it in here. I'm still gonna take my other one. But yeah, that's
Did
worse.
not work
That's
with
what I
it.
thought.
Oh, not bad, not
Oh
bad.
no, it did.
I was like, the encounter builder, every time I open it, crashes my browser.
It's not good.
Hmm.
Classic.
All right, one more time. Luckily, we'll take this out in post, which there isn't any, so we're just going to deal with it.
Just go live, Mike.
And boom, my browser crashed with
Yeah.
all my stuff.
Just do it on paper, I guess.
Yep, we're doing it old school. Restore.
We're doing it live.
You know what's weird?
On
Speak with
fire.
animals last 10 minutes, and it's not it doesn't have a concentration requirement.
Interesting.
That's weird.
Ooh, so what did it say whenever it yelled to the other bears?
Yeah.
Was the roar before?
Nope.
The
No,
roar-
it was
It roared once he
after.
was talking
It
to
was
him.
after.
Hey, fam!
Yeah, it was like, you're trespassing, and then he went, rawr.
Yeah, I just yelled trespassers.
Oh,
Okay.
Need some
Okay.
bacon?
less juicy. It's looking for some hot bear tea.
Look for the bear.
Okay.
Necessity.
The symbol bear.
Necessity.
It's like the player in me is kind of crying. Gonna spend 100 gold right now.
Oh, that's a mood.
Ooh.
Got plenty of gold over here.
Yeah,
I
same.
don't.
Okay.
And,
We'll share.
Almost.
Talks like I don't need
this.
this
It's a
smooth
20.
Exactly.
skin
20 for
metal.
almost.
No, it's something else.
Oh, what did you say? What's going on?
Just my initiative.
Exactly.
Oh,
We're
okay.
bantering while Mike is gathering initiative.
Yep.
That's
Are
what you
you
do, right? Fill that
Asking
space.
individual people or just having
I
us
am
like
asking
shout
individual. Please
Okay.
do not shut out.
No, you're
General commentary.
out? General
Almost was-
commentary.
20.
Unnatural.
Yeah, it's dirty. Dirty 20.
Gross 20.
It is so nasty.
Laurel.
14.
Oh, wow. I'm shocked.
I know. I mean, it's +0, so I rolled a 14.
Aviana.
Don't worry, I have a +5, so I got a 12.
Doing that. Jenny. I mean, Tally.
21. Bring it home for the magic users.
Doc.
10.
10.
Oh, oh no,
Oh,
no. Oh boy. Oof.
All
Okay,
right.
I should look at my character sheet and figure out what I'm gonna do.
How do I play this game again?
I'm going to start mid initiative, which is weird, I know. Just go with me here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The two lowest in initiative are Chalk and the bear,
Mm.
Nice.
with Chalk
Bear.
leading the bear.
Ah,
All right.
So Chalk, do what you want to do.
He moves up, pulling out the powder from one of his satchels. Slaps that talon claw to the side of the bear. Greater restoration.
Mm.
Oh, expensive.
Okay.
It can remove one effect that is charm or petrified, one curse, including targets of attunement of a cursed magical item, any reduction to one's target abilities, or one effect that reduces the target's hit points maximum.
Ryan, try
I
to
am
remember what
going with the assumption that the darkness is a curse.
we've had the remove curse not work on it before.
This
Have
is
we?
greater restoration. I don't know if we'd had.
This is
Greater
greater
restoration.
restoration. Yeah, because
This is you blasting the creature with a positive energy to undo a debilitating effect. These can even remove a level of exhaustion.
mm-hmm.
Look for the bear.
The bear drops to the ground.
Ah.
All right. Is it dead?
Yep.
Fuck.
No.
Good. Well, I did what it did me wanted it to do.
Kinda.
Curved to the darkness, and that was the only thing keeping it alive.
Don't worry, guys. I have a diamond. We can revivify this bear.
We got a minute.
400 gold bear. We have the
Wait,
technology.
oh my
We can rebuild it.
I mean,
We
that
can
ain't
make
no
it
resto.
stronger.
How much money are we spending on this bear?
As much as we want. We just
In
got 8
fact-
silver from those bandits. We can do whatever we want.
In fact, if we wait until tomorrow, and if we have the materials, we can reincarnate the bear.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
That would be
God.
so confusing for that poor bear.
Poor bear becomes a
That
man.
brings us to the top of
What
our
a
initiative.
journey.
Which, by the way, is my new D&D character.
Bear
Is
becomes a
some
man.
drunk druid
bear pig?
reincarnated a wild animal, and now this bear is just a person, and they're like, ah, I don't know what this is.
It's confusing. I don't like it.
Brings us to the top of the initiative for tally.
Okay, so that bear is dead. Did it? Are the other bears are still coming, right?
You don't know.
We heard roars.
Be safe to assume so.
Okay. But I don't see any in the tree line yet.
Not
Right.
yet.
Okay. All right. Well, Tally's gonna start doing some of the moves that Luthander taught her. And
I always picture it as like capoeira, like you're just.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Maybe a little twerk here and there. Who knows? But I am going to activate my blade song as a
Okay.
bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna action dash over back over to where Aviana and them are.
Okay.
And then that's it. That's all I'm doing because I don't see any active danger at this moment.
Okay. That will bring us to Almus.
All right.
You're on a goat
mhm.
with Laurel.
I'll just like go over Laurel's. I'm gonna go over here. I'm just behind you. You want me to stay? You want me to go? You want help? What do you want?
Are we fighting bears now?
Shrugging.
She also shrugs.
I'm gonna put my hand on your back, and be like, just in case you need to move around. And I'm using my my Gith ability, my Gith Psionics, to give you jump. So jump spells on you. So if you want to jump around and fucking kill some shit, go right ahead. That's what I'm using my turn for. And I'm sitting on the back of the thing with you. But now you can jump super crazy. So have fun. And that's
All
it.
right.
jumped in. Wait, what's your
And with
strength,
the end of
by the
that
way?
turn,
Real quick, what's your strength, Laurel?
My strength is 16.
So that's like, was it 16 feet of... I forgot how jumping works. Is it 6 feet of jumping if you run or something?
I've looked this up a million times.
I know, I just forget. It's tripled. Whatever your jump distance is now tripled.
Mhm.
So have fun with that.
All right, let's
All right.
see.
so with almost his turn ending, bursting through the trees just near the cave, you have 3 bears. And they start rushing the group. Chalk is still inside the cave, so that would not be one of their first targets. You headed back. So standing at the top of cresting it, you have the 3 bears. I believe that will pretty much... They are now... Oh, they'll go beyond that, and they will get within, like, 25 feet of the group. And they're snarling and whatnot.
They're within 25 feet of us, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
My long jump is now 48 feet.
Yeah.
Love
I
it.
was gonna say.
And that will bring us to Laurel.
So they are visible now, I assume.
There are 3
48.
bears, and they look nasty.
Uh,
Mangy and whatnot.
May I use my action to divine sense and look at these bears and see if they are tinged with darkness?
Yes, they are.
Cool. Her eyes glow even more golden than they already were, and she just sighs and she says to Almas, "The bears have been consumed by darkness, so."
Sure, you do a darkness check and your eyes go all nice. I do a darkness check and I look like a goddamn horror movie, but go off, I guess.
She
Yeah,
looks at
Laurel's
you.
eyes look like golden, angelic almost.
Tatiana's
Obviously, from
wiping
doing
the
her
blood from her
one,
face.
yeah, she just has like blood running down her face.
Almost like,
Fine.
again, that weird thing where it's like, I guess we're trying to work on this. Like, I got your back.
Tap tap on your back.
Right. I don't suppose you have uncovered any way to remove darkness from people.
Not easily. It's very difficult.
Then
Not
slaying the bears it is, I suppose. And she will get off the goat.
Oh shit! Got off the goat. All right.
Disembarking a horse cost half movement?
I think it's something like that, yeah.
Why don't you jump off the horse and you'll still have all your movement?
great. If you jump,
Oh, yeah.
what's your standing jump?
I will allow a. They're 25 feet away from you. I will say you will if you're willing to jump and superhero land into an attack. I will allow it.
She used her action, so she's not trying to
Whoa.
attack this round. She's
Okay.
also not super stoked about killing these bears either, so but so she's getting off the goat and she's just moving forward. She has 40 feet of movement regularly anyway, so she's just kind of
Okay.
kind of
You're off
getting
the-
into position.
Okay, so how many feet are you staying away from? Are you staying at that 25 feet just off the goat?
Yeah, probably 20 feet away.
Okay.
So taking point.
All right. That brings us to Avi.
I'm just gonna shoot a bear. I don't have to. I can just stay on the goat. I move myself. Actually, to be fair, I awkwardly maneuver the goat, I guess, to stand a little, like basically putting the spooky goat between me and everything else.
Mhm.
I'm gonna shoot one of the bears. Bonus action. We're gonna go for some lightning this time. 23 to hit.
Oof, just hits.
Great.
By plus 11.
Plus 11. Well, don't worry, I didn't do any damage. 5, 6. I roll a d4.
Just give me total.
7.
7 damage?
7 on the first one. Love this. Great. 10 out of 10. Second is a 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Mother balls. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on the second one.
It's looking pretty fucked up.
That's a bear. I'm done. Yes. I'm sorry. Okay.
Doc?
High-paced, energetic. Done. My turn is over.
Doc, you hear a bear like yell out outside the cave. You look back, Callie has disappeared. You're about 25 to 30 feet within the cave.
Okay. What did it say?
What yelled out? It just
Yeah.
yelled out in pain. Almost as and then with like yeah,
Okay.
as the electricity jolted it after it flesh being pierced, and then it did it again.
Yay! Kinda. Not really.
So it's up to it is your turn. What are you doing?
It is my turn.
Yep, Callie, you're up next. Just a heads up.
Okay, so
I kind of have a plan.
so Chuck sticks his head out of the cave. He sees these bears. You know what? He'll just use produce flame and he'll chuck one at the nearest one.
They're all fairly close. They're probably about 10 to 15 feet away from you currently. There's one that has a couple arrows stuck in it, and then two that just look dirty.
Oh.
Which one are you attacking?
I'll hit the one that's already injured.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. 18.
That hits. Damage.
A whopping 3.
Okay.
I feel you. Don't worry.
That's okay. That's it.
All right. That brings us to Tally. Tally, top of the round. There is a singed and pincushion looking bear, and then there is a two bears who just look unhappy.
And how close are these bears to me?
You ran back to the group, or you would be with Almas and things, so you're roughly like 20 feet away from the bears.
20 feet away from the bears? Okay. Okay. Well, seeing that the group near the horses seems to be fine, I will run back towards a bear. Whichever one is the closest to me.
They're
Or,
all
well,
about equal distance. You have two untouched, and you have one damaged bear.
shoot, I had a plan, and
Woohoo!
now,
Who needs them?
yeah,
Just
who
smash 'em.
needs those? You know what? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna run back to it, and I'm going to I'm trying to remember how this works.
You're dancing. Keep that in mind.
Yes, yes, I'm moving very like
You're
fluid
doing
and
the Vienna waltz
amazingly.
on there, the Venetian waltz
Exactly.
towards them. Dun, 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 stab,
No.
stab, poke, poke, dun, dun,
Na na
dun,
na na
slice,
na.
slice.
Slice. Yes, exactly. Um, I want to do my flame blade, and I know that that is an action or a bonus action.
I think Flame Blade's an action, but you get to attack with it when you cast it.
Yeah. But I don't have another weapon in my hand, so that wouldn't matter. All right, so I'm gonna do the flame blade, and I'm using it with my dagger as usual. Um,
Okay, roll to hit.
yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out how that works.
You roll a d20.
No, not that. The other math. So it's a 15 plus. Am I rolling to
You
hit with
hit.
the? Oh, okay.
You with your dagger.
Okay. So
And
it's
then you
the
do
dagger.
dagger damage
Yeah.
plus, I believe, 1d8, and then the next creature also gets a 1d8. Or something like that. Depending on its higher level, it might change.
Something like that. Okay, so I know I got the 1d4 plus 4, and then a 1d6 for just normal dagger damage. Oh, and then 1d8 for this is for target 1.
Okay. which is the damaged bear.
No, I'll do an undamaged bear.
Okay.
One undamaged bear. Thank you.
All right, so it's
What if they're emotionally damaged?
Well, then we don't fight any bears.
Then they should join the party.
Yeah, they're one of us.
10 plus 2. All right, so that's 12 damage to the undamaged bear.
Yep.
And 2 of that is poison damage.
Yep.
And then 3 of that is fire damage.
That's fine.
All right, and then to the second bear, it's 5. 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
D&D party can be 6 adventurers and 3 darkness-infested bears.
Yeah. And then as my bonus action, I will cast my Shadow Blade.
Okay.
And that's it. That's my turn.
All right, that brings us to Almus. Almus, there is a bear that's been burnt and has a couple arrows stuck in it. There is another bear that's also been sliced with a flaming dagger with a little bit of poison as well.
Are they
What
still
do
all?
you do?
Are they still
You
next
are
to each other?
They are all pretty much next to each other, but now there is a tally in front of you on
I
your
don't care,
side
you
of the
can hit me
bear
with
wall
fire.
and a chalk on the opposite side of the bear wall.
Oh, it's on both sides.
You have people on both sides.
Okay. And what were you saying? You said that there was 3 bears. You're saying something else? What I'm
There are
doing?
3 bears kind of in a line. One of your party members beyond the bears, one before, and then Laurel has jumped off or gotten off the
The
goat
goat, but
steed.
still next to me though.
but still next to you.
All right, Almost will look at his teammates. Be like, I'll shoot the fireball closer to Tali because she can handle it. I will cast fireball at 3rd level, hitting all the bears and Tali.
What's the radius?
The radius on one is 20 feet, so I will do closer to us. Someone has to get caught, and Tali's gonna be the one that gets caught.
I think it's going to be more than just Tali radius, so that's a total of 40 feet,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So
40
that would
feet
if
wide.
you just put the tip on just to catch the bears, it would catch
Oh
the
no,
3 bears.
excuse me. The area is 20 feet, not a
Okay.
radius. It's 20-foot area.
Okay.
Okay, then you can just catch
So
Tali
it's
and the 3 bears
10-foot
if you want.
radius.
Yeah, so Tali and all the
Okay,
bears.
that makes sense. Not like you're catching all of them, the goats and everything.
Yeah, no, I got that. So
What do they need to roll?
Make a dex save.
Oh, a dex save?
Yep.
Yep.
Rolled shit.
Oh, wait. I think I have something for that.
Yeah, you have a reaction where if you succeed, you take no damage, and you're fire resistant. You're gonna be fine.
All right.
It's 22
Cool.
total
What's the save?
damage. 17. Dex 17.
First bear fails.
Okay. 22.
What's the damage?
22.
Damage. Okay, damaged bear is incredibly damaged. Second bear. Ooh, 16 plus 0 fails.
Another 22.
And they take 20?
22.
What does the tally bear take?
Bear? Well, I rolled a 9, but I'm resistant, and then I have, what was it, evasion? I'm
The
trying
other
to find
one
it. I don't
rolled
see
an
it.
18.
11.
Evasion's a thing I think only if you succeed the save.
I think if you, for
If
evasion...
you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw and only half if you fail.
So you take half
So
of
I
half.
failed to take half, and then
You
I'm
take
going to
11.
take half of that because
Well, no,
of
she takes half of that
resistance.
because she's fire resistant. So
Yeah.
6.
So
Yeah.
6. That's not bad.
All right.
That's his
That's
turn.
your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Bear number one of the bears takes a swipe at Tally because she's right in front of him. And I'm going to pull up their sheet. Okay. First attack. It's going to try to sink its teeth into you with a 25 to hit.
That does hit.
Hits
Hold
you
on.
for 9.
Wait a minute.
Your reaction's already been used.
Oh, shit, yeah, okay. My bad. All right, so 9.
9 piercing. Its second attack is a 10 to hit.
Does not hit.
And it misses. And that'll end that bear's turn. And then the second bear is going to take a step towards the cave and attack Chalk. There we go.
Check dog.
That's a 25 to hit. I assume that hits
to attack
Chalk.
Chalk, right?
Yep. And it's 8 piercing damage to Chalk. Second attack is a 16. 16 does not hit Chalk. And that'll end that bear's turn. And we are down to 2 bears. And
Bears.
our turn is now to Laurel. You're roughly 20 feet away. And you're looking at some fucked up bears and a slightly damaged tally.
Yeah, she'll move closer and stab bear with spear.
I will.
Less fucked up bear or more fucked up bear?
More fucked up bear.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okie doke. 11.
You just miss.
Yeah.
No.
21.
That one hits.
Okie doke.
I forget martial classes get 2 attacks. That's crazy.
Yeah, 12 damage. And then bonus action, hit with the butt of the spear.
Bop, bop.
You'll be doing that attack against a different bear because that bear dropped.
All right, she'll hit the
First
other one.
bear, and then as you you run one bear through. As you remove your spear, you kind of do a half spin, and you take the butt end and just go and hit right in the flank of the other bear. Actually, sorry, no, the other bear is 10 feet away because it moves towards Chalk just at the mouth of the cave. So it is not within striking range unless you have 10 foot.
No, but she can move. She has more movement.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, you kind of gracefully. I'm going to say then you do a full complete spin. I'm going to say you do the knee on the double knee spin, and then you just fucking as you pop up, smack a bear. Roll a hit.
Yeah. 16.
That hits.
Bears.
And that is 10 damage.
All right. Laurel, as you do your fancy move, you run one bear through, you do a cool move, you take the butt end of your spear, jam it into the side of the other bear. The flank is fully exposed. It looks like as it kind of steps to the side, it looks almost off balance a little bit. Avi, you have it perfectly lined up for a shot. What do you do?
I'm gonna shoot the bear.
shoot.
I hope I don't miss. No, we're good. 23 to hit.
That hits.
And then it's a total of 12 damage total.
Okay. It's still standing. Arrow just knocks it back. It looks like it's just about to kick the
Shoot him
bucket.
again. So I got 2 shots.
Yep, yeah.
It's another 23.
Okay.
And balls, I have to do math now. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of damage. Yes,
Okay.
that's a statement.
So,
Is that a question?
as you shoot your arrow, the arrow, because as the bear's kind of shifting, it drops to one of its hind quarters. It starts to actually go over the bear. And you see the electricity as it starts to radiate down it actually seems that the lightning from the previous arrow that was just embedded into it actually connects, and they almost form like a chain, and it almost kind of attracts, and it just kind of does the last second curves down, catches it right down the spine, probably severing something, and then you just kind of see the electricity jump from bolt to bolt and just fry the last little bit of this bear's poor little life out, and as this bear drops to the ground.
We take this.
That will end that bear.
And the bear. Are we still in initiative order, or are we?
Kill the beast.
Oh, please.
I'll say no, you're out of initiative.
Okay.
Darkness
Because
check.
the bads are the deads.
Yes, we definitely need darkness check. Erica's already
Search
did.
all the bears. I need to see if they have money.
Eight
No,
silver.
I don't. I
All
don't.
the pieces I can possibly find. Wow. No. 10? I roll with advantage. I roll a 7 and a 3. We're
Jesus. I don't
I'm
suppose
back,
one of your
baby.
portents will help.
I gotta know
Goodness Christ,
beforehand.
too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Avi, you're like, this chapter is good. And you kind of like toss your cloak back, like, this is the end of that chapter. And you start taking a few steps away. And then you kind of look back at these not so darkened bear corpses. And you see the blood kind of leaking out of them. But it's not red, the blood coming out. It's black. And as you see it kind of leaking over these 3 bears that are out there, you see it all of a sudden start to almost congeal and then harden and then crystallize. And then you see no breath from the bears. But as it crystallizes in patches around the bear, you just see the first one put down its paw, step, and then start to raise. And as it raises, we'll end tonight's session. And thank you for joining us on this week's episode of the Isle of Misfit Rolls.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.